Hey guys, here's the last part of our story. Chapter 15. Follow your heart. Thumbelina blinked gratefully and stretched her arms out to the sun. From above, she heard Giacomo's familiar voice. And always follow your heart. Then, with his feathered cap in hand, the friendly swallow was bowing before her. Thumbelina could not believe her ears when Giacomo announced that he had found the bale of the fairies. It's true, he assured her. I talked to the rabbit, who talked to the fox, who talked to the bear. They know for sure. I'll show you. Jump on, Giacomo urged. The swallow lifted Giacomo onto his back before she could eject, and flew into the sky. Oh, this is impossible, protested Thumbelina. You're wrong, Giacomo chuckled. I nearly made the biggest mistake of my life. Thumbelina confessed as the swallow winged over the green forest. She noticed that the snow had melted and the air was sweet with fragrant blossoms. I nearly married the mole, Thumbelina went on to shudder, but turn right at the mountain. That looks like a turtle, Giacomo recited to himself. But I don't even love the mole, she continued. At last, Giacomo landed into a tangle of ugly weeds. We are here, he announced. Hello, 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 fairies. This is it. Thumbelina looked around. How could this ugly place be the bale of the fairies? It's just an ordinary patch of weeds. Giacomo placed her on a bramble blossom. Sing, Thumbelina, he chirped. She looked at him blankly. Sing! And so, to humor her dear friend, Thumbelina began to sing the princess song. You will be my wings, you will be my only love. As she did, her voice somehow reached all the way to the eternal treachery, where the sweet melody gave Prince Cornelius the strength to beat Grundle and the beetle despite all their dirty tricks. But soon Thumbelina stopped singing. This is stupid. These are just leads. Just take me home, she begged. Please, Giacomo. But Giacomo would not let her give up. Let me be your wings, he bowed. Sing, just like that. Thumbelina sighed again, and she sang louder with feeling, and it almost made her feel better. She then stopped again and faced Giacomo. Dude, let's be practical, she said calmly. This isn't the bale of the fairies. Reason Cornelius is never coming back. Thumbelina's song, however, not ending. In disbelief, she turned. There beside her was the prince, finishing the song. Cornelius, you're alive, she cried. Thumbelina, he said, taking her hand. Will you marry me? Oh, I will, she replied in an instant. Her tiny arms flew around him, and finally, they kissed. Magically, the love from the kiss transformed Thumbelina's tattered and torn dress into a beautiful fairy wedding gown, and on her shoulders appeared two tiny fairy wings. Thumbelina found herself giddily drifting on the ground. I have my very own wings, she exclaimed. The brambles they had perched on turned to roses, and the whole weed patch, in fact, burst into bloom before them. In no time at all, the heralds were trumpeting the glad times of the royal wedding as the fairy king and queen led a percussion of hundreds of fairies dressed in their finest. It was all more magnificent than the picture in Thumbelina's Book of Tales. The splendid royal procession made its way through the garden to Thumbelina's farm. Thumbelina and the prince waved and blew kisses to Thumbelina's mom, who waved back with tears of joy in her eyes. Hero wagged his shaggy tail, and Giacomo saluted with his mended ling. Then Cornelius whistled, and Thumbelina and Busby dove out of the sky as the fairy prince held on to Thumbelina's security in his arms. The happy couple flew off at last to the sunshine, and from that day on, Thumbelina and Cornelius lived on happily ever after. Voila. Wow, that was a good story. I'm gonna get our next one. Our next story is The Puppy Place Scout, coming June 8th.